guys, Jake Rowland, I'll come back at you with another video. Today, we are doing QB rankings with tier lists. It's better format, let's say. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to subscribe for more great content. Let's hop into this. Now, please don't get mad. It's just ranking video, okay? First up on the list, Baker Mayfield. My favorite team's QB, the Cleveland Browns. And he's an above-average QB. He is not considered great, but he is definitely a pretty good QB and is the great Browns QB, which is weird to say. Ben Roethlisberger next. He's a guy who is old. He's like, 38, 39? And it's starting to catch up to him. He's probably going to retire after the 2021 season. He used to be pretty good, but now he's kind of just really average. That's where I'm going to put him. Tom Brady, I'm going to put him in elite. Tom Brady is an elite QB, and it will stay that way until he retires, because he's just the GOAT, the greatest of all time. Tom Brady's fantastic. Joe Burrow, I'm also going to put in the above average category. He was great last season until he hurt his knee, and I personally thought he was going to win Offensive Rookie of the Year over Herbert, because there was a stretch of games that I felt like Justin Herbert wouldn't win it, but yeah, Joe Burrow is an above average QB. Cam Newton, I'm going to put in needs work. Last year, he wasn't as bad as you think he was. What did he throw? Didn't he only throw like 9 touchdowns or something? And threw a decent amount of picks. But he did a lot on the ground as well. I just don't know, man. He is kind of injury prone now, and I'm just gonna put him in needs work. Derek Carr. He's average or above. I'm going to put him in above average. Derek Carr is an above average QB. But when do the Raiders pull the trigger on him and just say they're tired of being mediocrity? I don't think Derek Carr is the problem. I think it's the defense, but I'm going to put Derek Carr in above average. Prescott, no. I'm going to put him in great. He was great in 2019. In 2020, he was literally on pace for 6,000 yards, which is wild. Dak Prescott's a great QB. He got way too much money, but I mean, yeah, he's a great QB. Daniel Jones, I'm going to also put in needs work, because let's just say Daniel Jones needs some work. He's been okay for the Giants. He's actually been pretty bad. He can't really hold on to the football. I don't know what else to say about him, man. He just needs work. Drew Lock is pretty bad, honestly. He's just bad. He wasn't good last season, and he's just not consistent with the football. He doesn't make great decisions. He's just not good. Let's put it that way. He's bad. Jared Goff, I'm gonna put in the average category. I mean, he was okay with Sean McVay, but Sean McVay can do that with literally any quarterback, and I don't know how much the Rams will do this season. I think they will be pretty competitive. I don't know if Jared Goff's that great of a QB, so I'm just gonna put him in average for right now. Herbert next. I'm gonna put him in great. He had a fantastic rookie season. Arguably the best rookie QB season ever. He threw for 31 touchdowns, I believe, most ever by a rookie. Justin Herbert showed that, and without a great defense, O-line wasn't all that good. Justin Herbert was fantastic last season. I'm going to put Jalen Hurts in the needs work category. He is really just a powerful runner. He's not much of he doesn't really have, he's kind of like Drew Lock in ways, but just a better runner. He's very powerful as a runner. I like that. He throws on the run pretty good. If you watch Eagles franchise, you know that he has no deep accuracy literally at all, but I don't know, man. Up next is Jimmy Garoppolo. I'm going to put him in average, actually. Some people say he's not that great, but when you think about it, the 49ers were garbage until he got there, and every time that he leaves the field, the 49ers are just garbage. They don't do anything. And he has a very good winning record as the 49ers starter. I think Trey Lance will do excellent things in San Francisco, but yeah, I think, Jimmy G is an average QB, but I honestly think that he's not really the problem. I don't even know what I'm trying to say here, man. Up next is Josh Allen. I'm putting him in elite after the season. Josh Allen has a fantastic arm. He can throw the ball down the field, and he's a very powerful runner as well. Very mobile. And last season, he displayed accuracy that we hadn't seen before. Josh Allen is an elite QB, front runner for MVP this season. Well, one of the front runners. Fields. I'm going to put the top 4 QBs in this QB draft class up here. I'm going to put them all below Derek Carr and then Trevor Lawrence above Baker. Just because we don't really know what we've seen from them yet. And they're pretty good players, coming out of the draft. So, we all talked about them. Zach Wilson. They're all really good. Let's just say that. They're above average right now. I'm going to put Lawrence ahead of Baker. And yeah, that's where we're going to play that. Kirk Cousins. He's kind of like Derek Carr. I think they're honestly better than Derek Carr. They're rookies. I'm going to put Kirk Cousins below Derek Carr. But I think they're both above average. Kirk Cousins, I think, is a pretty good QB. And he is not the problem in Minnesota. He does have consistency problems at times. But if they bring in Kellen Mond, who's also not really consistent, Kellen Mond is kind of better than Kirk Cousins, honestly, when you think about it. But then Kellen Mond just makes numbing mistakes at times. Kirk Cousins is a pretty smart QB. He's just really not that mobile. But yeah, I'm going to put Kirk Cousins above average. Murray. I'm going to put him in as above average, below Lawrence. I think the Lawrence will be a better player than Murray is. Murray just sometimes, I don't know. He doesn't have the best arm in the world. But he's fantastic as a runner. He's kind of like Lamar, but downgraded. Speaking of Lamar, he's elite. And I will talk to you about this really quickly. Lamar had a fantastic MVP season. And people are saying he's only a runner. He's not only a runner. He led the league in touchdown passes. That's why he won MVP. He literally has no wide receivers. They were not getting open. If he can have more consistent receiver protections, look out. Lamar is your franchise QB. He is phenomenal. Mac Jones is average. He doesn't need work because, well, he doesn't really need work. He just doesn't have a high ceiling. That's really it. He's an Alabama QB who has the best receivers in the nation, running backs, O-line. You're going to put up Heisman numbers and win a national championship. But, I don't know, man. I'm just going to put him at average. I don't think he's as good as Fields, Lawrence, Wilson, or Lance. He's below them. Next up, we got Mahomes. He is elite. I'm going to put Lamar above the other two. I think he's better than the other two. Mahomes is elite. We all know it. Best QB in football. Not really much to talk about there. Matt Ryan is above average, but yeah, Matt Ryan, it's not him that's the problem in Atlanta. He's kind of getting up there in age. Probably get traded like Julio, but Falcons are not playing this rebuild well. They should have drafted a QB at the draft to make their team, let's just say, get a franchise QB like Fields. Fields was on the board. They should have taken Fields, man. Aaron Rodgers up next. He is elite. He won MVP last year. I don't really know what's happening with the whole Aaron Rodgers thing, but he is a good QB, and he's one of the best QBs in NFL history. He's got a fantastic arm, great accuracy, never throws picks. Aaron Rodgers is great. Wilson now. Wilson is also elite. Russell Wilson is fantastic. He does everything, but he's got to finish out the second half of the season. That's why he never wins MVP. It's because when you score 12 points against the Giants, that's when you have a problem. Because I think, you just have a problem if you're scoring 12 points against the Giants. I understand that the Giants are a good team, but he's getting sacked every single play. They just got to fix his O-line and defense. His whole defense is junk, except for Bobby Wagner and Jamal Adams. Up next is Ryan Fitzpatrick, and I'm going to put him in the needs work as well. You see him come out, have some great games, and then he just throws like 6 picks in one game. Very inconsistent. So I'm just going to put him in needs work. Probably the best out of all those guys. I don't really know if I have these in rankings right now, but kind of. Sam Darnold, I'm also going to put in needs work. He's kind of got lots of talent, but he really hasn't displayed the winning. But he's been on the Jets, so I hope he does good things in Carolina. Because I want to see Carolina win. I think Carolina's a sneaky good team. Matt Stafford, I'm going to put in great. Has carried Detroit teams that are just bad after time and again. And he's just really not got it done there. But maybe a change of scenery with Sean McVay, quarterback guru, will turn him into a stud. Ryan Tannehill, the most underrated QB in the league. No one ever considers him like the top 5 QB, but he's certainly a top 10 QB. He's fantastic. He completely turned the Titans into just mediocrity to greatness. He's completely turned the Titans around and really is very smart with the football. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill's honestly so much better than what he gets credit for. I'm putting Taysom Hill in bad. He's worse than Drew Lock, man. He's not a quarterback. He's a gadget player that Sean McVay's turned into something. That's literally it. Tua, at the moment, I'm going to put in average because he had an average rookie year. I want to say he had a decent rookie year, but he really didn't. He wasn't comfortable in the NFL, and I mean, I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about Tua right now. I'm going to put him in average. Sean Watson is an elite QB. Probably, honestly, there. I'm going to put Rodgers above Lamar. I think that Deshaun Watson is a great QB. He makes fantastic plays on a Houston team that is so bad. Deshaun Watson literally carries the team. They probably would have had no wins last year if it wasn't for him. And 2 left. They're both going to go in the needs work category. I do think that Wentz has some in him. Because we saw what he could do in, what's it called? We saw him in Philadelphia. When he had Frank Reich, he was great. The Eagles' O-line really wasn't that bad, but injuries kind of hurt them. They literally have no wide receivers. The Colts really don't have any wide receivers either, but T.Y. is up there in age. Hopefully Wentz produces with his offensive coordinator back. Jonathan Taylor produces a strong run game, and not to mention the best O-line, one of the best O-lines in the league. So those are my 2021 quarterback rankings. Hope you guys liked them. Please don't hate them. Let's see. Mahomes at 1, Wilson at 2, Rodgers at 3, Jackson 4, Watson 5, Brady 6, Allen 7. Tannehill, I can't go through this, man. That'll take too long. But hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to click that subscribe button to subscribe for more great content. And I will see you in the next one.